Hello everyone, it's Nick here. Now I'm redoing this video because some interesting stuff recently just happened, so I want to talk about that. So yesterday, I spent some quality time with my dad. But it's nice to have some father-son time. And I got this awesome keyboard. I'll show it to you guys. This is it's a Lenovo. I like their stuff. I don't know about their computers, but their like keyboards and all their shit is awesome. So it's got everything. Now some of the buttons don't work, like these lock desktop, my documents, word processor, spreadsheet, calculator, email, internet. Then you got this one that has a briefcase with a wrench in it. Then you got this musical note which opens up media player. So that's pretty cool. There's also this internet back and forward button which I've never seen before. So that's weird. It's also this green text like behind some of the keys. Like one, like A says all, S says save, Z says undo, the regular stuff. But it's also got a couple USB ports here, so that's pretty awesome. So it's kind of like a Mac keyboard. So it's awesome that they have that. I got it. It was $7 by the way. I got it at a used computer store, but the place actually sells some really good quality stuff. I mean, I bought stuff there, and I remember one thing that was going on me. But anyways, then I bought a game, and it's not an NES game. Usually I know I buy NES games, but I saw the game, and I just had to have it. I mean, after not playing it for so many years, I just had to play it again. As you guys, like I said, you guys, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for a long time. Then I found it, and I had to get it. Grand Theft Auto 3. It was also $7. Now, my only complaint is, okay, now I've owned 2 previous copies of this game in the past, and you might be like, well, why'd you get a third one? Well, because I lost my other 2 copies, because back when I played this game, which was years ago, I wasn't really responsible with discs. Now I am, especially with my CD book, although I'm keeping the discs in here. Besides San Andreas, this is probably my favorite GTA game. I don't know, maybe, I can't really decide between this and Vice City, although Vice City was my first Grand Theft Auto game, but it's so nice to play this game again. I mean, I think the last time I played it, I was 10 years old. I mean, 8 years from now. I mean, that's a long time, but it's so nice to be playing this again. Some of the missions are bullshit, makes you want to tear out my hair, like the Sayonara Salvatore one. I did get past that, I already made it to the second island, but I love this game. It's fucking awesome, and my only huge complaint is that like a lot of the all the graphics are like the car models, for example, and the pedestrians are like really blocky, but that's to be expected. Besides, as far as I know, this was the very first 3D Grand Theft Auto game. So I think as their first game, if it truly was, they did a fantastic job with this. So maybe I'll do a video on this. Last time I tried to get Fraps to record something, it fucked up my computer. The game ran unbelievably slow, and geez, I can't even go into all the details. But yeah, I don't really remember having really good luck with that. So, anyways, also this doesn't come with the instruction manual. It's just the 2 CDs. Although the play CD is inside the computer, but and when I bought Grand Theft Auto 3, it came in like a regular CD case, but now it comes in like this. I don't know if it's re-release. Something tells me it's a Canadian release because they spell Favor F-A-V-O-U-R, or maybe it's like some kind of like British version. I don't know. But yeah, it's so nice to play this game again, and I just have a lot of fun playing it. So, but San Andreas will and always will be my favorite GTA game. Maybe GTA 5 will outrun it. I do own GTA 4, but I can't play it. It's a long story, but short end of the to make a long story short, I couldn't. I needed Windows Live in order to save my game, so maybe I should have just bought it on Steam. But it was a Best Buy gift card, so that's all I really figured to do with it. So yeah, I didn't. So I just decided to buy that game. I think it was like $20. So yeah, $20 is a lot, especially in today's economy. So yeah, quite a waste of money. I think I still have the game though. I don't really remember. I don't know where it is though. So this is why I kind of re-uploaded this video or redid it. Um, well, I I shockingly got a reply from a certain composer. His name, I don't, excuse me, because I don't really know how to say these names correctly, but I finally got to talk to Kassel Huang, I think is his name, or Huang, or something like that. Anyways, he's a Chinese composer, and while nobody really knows about him, he composed the music for the game Bubble Bath Babes on the NES, which was also released as Mermaids of Atlantis. Now, Bubble Bath Babes is probably one of the rarest NES games of all time. Kind of not Nintendo World Championships bad, but it's up there. I mean, it probably is like on par with it. So, anyways, I got to talk to him, and he was pretty cool. He told me some interesting stuff. So, I really appreciate his time, and he was actually a pretty good person. And the music in the game, if you haven't heard it, it's actually pretty good. A lot of those Chinese companies are known for making crappy games with crappy music, but this game is a big exception. So, yeah, he had some interesting stuff to say, like such as, how he made the music. So I added all that info to the Video Game Music Preservation Foundation wiki, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do so. I also got to talk to Tsukasa Masuko. Now, you might have heard of him, maybe not. I think maybe his best known soundtrack is Rockin' Cats for the NES. But I was talking to him, he told me that he composed TMC Surf Designs and Major League Baseball on the NES. Both of them are LJN published titles, but he told me that Atlus actually developed the games. And that's funny because Atlus isn't even mentioned in any of those games, so it's nice to know who was really behind the game, because LJN never actually developed games, they just published them, so it's interesting to know about that stuff. And I guess he also composed Mighty Bomb Jack on the NES, which was funny because all this time I thought it was Michiharu Hasuya. So it's interesting to know that stuff. So I thought, I would share my knowledge with you guys. Someone was telling me to get in touch with the composer of Phantasy Star. I don't know who that is. I haven't bothered to look him up yet, but some of these composers aren't as easy to find. Sometimes they're not on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, so sometimes it can be a little tricky to get a hold of him. I got a hold of one of the Sunsoft staff members, Shinichi Seiya, who told me Naoki Kodaka is in fact the composer of the legendary Fester's Quest, and that Naohisa Murata did like the sound effects and sound programming, so that's interesting. So I guess Nobuyuki Hara had nothing to do with the music, so it's interesting. And I guess Shinichi actually did work on Blaster Master. He did like the music player, and for anyone who's wondering, Marumo is actually Naohisa Murata, or at least that's what he told me. Some of these, game developers lie, but yeah. There is another game, there's a programmer I was talking to. I'm not going to mention the whole conversation we had, but he's pretty secretive, let's just say that. Like I said, I'm not going to name names, because if he sees this video, I don't want him going, I don't want him having a bad, I don't want him having bad impressions on me, so I'm just going to say that. So anyways, yeah, I've been talking to quite a few people lately, and they've been really cool. Now, I don't think this guy's going to have a problem with me saying this, so I'm going to say it right now. And hopefully he doesn't have too much of a problem. Scott Marshall, he's the guy who was behind the game Ghoul School for the NES. And I haven't really played it. I played it once on an emulator, and I really couldn't get far in it because I sucked at it. But he was like the programmer, the composer, and he did just about everything. I mean, he did have some help from other people, but anyways, he's sending me some 5.25 floppy disks, so which has the source code for Ghoul School on it. Now, I don't know if he's okay with me, giving it out to other people, but if he's not, I'm not going to give it out to anybody, because, it's just between me and him. Now, personally, I don't think he'll have a problem, but, you never know, and if he doesn't want me giving it out, I respect his decision. I mean, I could understand why. So, now, the reason why I want, he's letting me have it is because I want to actually do NES programming. I actually want to make a game company for NES games. not make money off of it. I just want to make games and, you know, release them, you know, for free. So, kind of like what Sly Dog Studios was doing. And if I do get to that point, I would let anybody work for me. Whether you're a composer, a graphic artist, programmer, whatever, I would let you work for me. Although, just as a warning, I wouldn't get paid. That's another thing I want to talk about as far as Scott Marshall goes. I was asking him, if I did make an NES game, would you be willing to do some music for him? He said, like, I don't see how I could really do it without getting paid. And I can understand it, because, you know, I don't think he really has time for doing stuff like that. So I can understand, you know, why he would probably need the money for that. So, anyways, so he's also giving me a book for Apple II programming, and you might be like, well, since when did you get into Apple II programming? Well, NES uses the same programming as the Apple II, which is 6502 assembly. And I know some C++, but assembly language is harder because there's not a lot to work with. It's very unsophisticated, but yeah, I know a couple things about 6502, but not enough to actually program something. I want to start off making like adventure games like Oishinbo or Seirei Gari, because I know how to do that on C++. I mean, I could do that on a command line. So, but it's just, you know, doing it on the actual NES, that might be a little challenging. As far as if I actually do go through with this and actually get the company up and running, I don't know if I'm going to be making cartridges or not. I would probably need to, you know, raise some money. And that's another thing. The reason why I would not... Hang on, just seeing what... Okay, 11 minutes, about 12, that's fine. Anyways, the reason why I'm not planning on selling these games for money is because I do want to base them off some certain franchises, like based off my favorite TV shows and stuff. And I don't want to get sued or anything. If I release it for free, you know, they can't do anything about it because, you know, it's not hurting them any. But yeah, as far as now, maybe if someone wants my game on their card, they could probably send me a donation or something, or like send me like the money to make a card and ship it out to them. Then I could probably do that. So, but you know, like I said, I don't know if this is gonna happen. I'm really gonna try, because all the other NES programmers I know just give up on the stuff. So you know, and I can't imagine NES programming that hard because, you know, so many people have done it in the past. So, anyways, that's a little thing I wanted to bring up. So if you are interested, you know, you can let me know, and I might, you know, like I said, though, don't expect money. Just, you know, if you're going to work for me, just do it out of goodwill. And I don't even know if this company's going to be started to begin with, but if I do get my NES programming done and I'm able to do something like that, then yes, you could bet I will be making NES games and possibly publishing them on cards. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go back to GTA 3 because my addiction for it has grown very severely just because all the years I haven't played it. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one.